You've held them 1,000 times. You've used them for vending machines, tips, and parking meters. But some Washington quarters are not 25 cents. They are silent fortunes, coins that look ordinary, but can command life-changing money at auction. Most people never look twice. That single mistake is exactly how a hidden treasure disappears forever. Below, we walk through 5 specific quarters from 1941 to 1991 that collectors are quietly fighting over. Pay close attention. One of them could be in your change right now. The 1941 Washington quarter, a ghost from the edge of war. Back in 1941, America stood on the edge of World War II. Factories were shifting to war production. Silver demand was tightening. The U.S. Mint was under silent pressure to keep coinage moving fast. That rush created subtle inconsistencies. The 1941 Washington quarter slipped into the world. Unnoticed, 90% silver, 5% copper. It weighs about 6.25 grams and measures. Arshadance then Halmi across. On the front, George Washington stares forward with sharp relief. Liberty sits above him. In God we trust is carved like a warning. Flip it, and a bold eagle spreads its wings, clutching arrows, war, and an olive branch piece. Why it's so dangerous to ignore. No mint mark. No clear origin for casual eyes. That's why these coins disappear in circulation every day. But collectors hunt them. They look for original surfaces, untouched silver toning, and natural aging. The moment someone cleans the coin, its value collapses instantly. Gone forever. That dark patina is not damage. It's proof of survival in top condition. A rare 1941. Washington quarter can reach around Arsharva at auction. That's a silent fortune hiding inside something people spend without thinking. Golden rule, do not clean anything you find. Professional grading is the only thing standing between ordinary. Metal and life-changing money. The 1951 Washington quarter. The ugly surface that collectors love. Something strange happens with the 1951 quarter that shows a deep, almost burned-looking black tone. At first, it doesn't look valuable at all. But that exact ugly surface is what collectors quietly chase in auctions. This coin was born in tense post-war America, right as the Korean War economy was building pressure. The Philadelphia Mint struck these quarters with no mint mark intended to be ordinary. Circulation pieces. But mass production created rare survivors, with unique surface aging and extreme strike variations. The fatal mistake. The blackened tone isn't dirt. It's natural oxidation silver's survival skin. Collectors recognize it instantly as authenticity. Most people try to fix it. They scrub, polish, or shine it. That single decision wipes out the coin's identity. Original toning, especially deep circulated black shades, is what serious graders pay for. It proves the coin lived through decades untouched. And authenticity is everything at high-level auctions. The EJOTED Washington quarter, the coin. That feels too ordinary. There's something unsettling about a 1971 quarter in very fine condition. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary, like it should only be worth 25 cents. But certain surviving examples from this exact year, and mint can turn into unexpected. Auction battles, a turning point in U.S. currency. 1971 was the post-silver era. The Washington quarter had fully transitioned to copper-nickel. Clad, 75%. Copper and 25% nickel. Over a pure copper center. The Denver Mint struck these with a D mint mark. Mass production was intense. And that pressure created subtle inconsistencies that collectors now obsess over. In very fine condition, every feather on the eagle still shows definition, but high points soften just enough to reveal its circulation story. Weight drops to about 5.67 grams lighter than silver quarters. What collectors look for. Original luster remnants. Clean rims. Untouched fields. Sharp lettering and liberty. Intact eagle feather edges. Cleaning or polishing destroys everything. A standout 1971D. Quarter in strong preserved condition can spike in auction demand unexpectedly. Serious buyers compete while casual holders don't even realize what they're holding. Silent wealth walks out the door every single day. The 1981p Washington quarter, deceptively modern, deceptively valuable. Something feels almost deceptive about a 1981p quarter in old circulated condition. It looks so recent, so common, so forgettable. That exact appearance is why people lose something far bigger than they realize. Inflation, pressure, and survival. By 1981, the U.S. economy was dealing with inflation and heavy coin circulation demand. Quarters were fully copper-nickel clad, no silver, no precious metal signal, just mass currency designed to move fast. The small P mint mark sits discreetly near the truncation of the bust. In circulated condition, the eagle's high feathers begin to flatten, but the core design still holds power. Collectors study surface life circulation marks, edge softening, natural dulling of luster. All of it tells a hidden story. The real danger. Most people assume modern quarters have no collector value unless they are errors. That assumption pushes rare preserved or unusually well-struck examples straight out of circulation, even without dramatic minting errors. Sharply defined details and original surfaces can trigger serious collector attention. Once cleaned, grading potential drops hard. Original surface preservation is everything, even for modern-era coins. The 1991p Washington quarter, the quiet shock. There's a quiet shock hidden inside. A 1991p quarter in very fine condition. Nothing about it looks rare. Nothing looks special. And that's exactly why so many are still being spent like they're worth nothing. High output, hidden scarcity. By 1991, the Washington quarter had long been copper-nickel clad. Massive production, fast circulation efficiency. No silver. But what most people don't realize is that even in high output years, certain batches show unusual strike quality and preservation pockets. Finding one with strong detail retention, clean rims, and natural surface toning is far less common than people assume. The unique feature here isn't dramatic errors, it's survival itself. What collectors examine? Edge condition, lettering sharpness, feather separation on the eagle, microscopic surface flow lines hinting at original mint state. Cleaning destroys that natural texture instantly. Auction demand for exceptional survivors from the early 1990s can escalate when high-grade examples surface in unexpected places. Serious collectors don't chase hype. They chase scarcity hidden inside ordinary pockets. Final word, how many silent fortunes are you holding right now? Every coin above shares one thing in common. They look normal. That's why they survive. That's why they still move through circulation, unnoticed, waiting for someone who actually understands what they're holding. If a quarter ever feels too clean, too sharp, or too strangely toned for its age, do not ignore it. Do not spend it. Do not clean it. Have it professionally graded. One small moment of attention can separate pocket change from something far more serious. And if you found this shocking, wait for what comes next. The next coin isn't just rare, it's the one collectors say almost never shows up in circulation at all.